Hey guys, welcome to Charlotte Crown Breakdown, the short video series where we talk all things Charlotte FC. My name is Maxwell, and let's dive right in. I wanted to give you guys a quick breakdown on Charlotte's first season in MLS and the run-up to it. If you're looking for a refresher on what happened, or if you're a new fan of this team, this is the video for you. So let's start way back on December 17th of 2019. Charlotte was officially announced as joining the league as the new team set to start playing in 2021. This would later be delayed a year to 2022 due to COVID. In July of 2020, Charlotte FC signed their first ever player, Sergio Ruiz, who would then go on loan to a Spanish side, Las Palmas, while he waited for the MLS season to get underway. Later that same month, after a series of name teases, Charlotte FC was announced as the team's name, and their logo with the crown was officially unveiled. In late 2020, Charlotte FC would sign Riley McGree, a highly touted prospect from Australia, known for this nominated Goal of the Year. Through the end of the year, the club continued working on building their staff and their roster. The next big announcement came in the middle of 2021, with the team announcing that Miguel Angel Ramirez would be the new manager for the club. In January 2022, with Charlotte's season being just a month away, the team announced that they would sell Riley McGree, who had been on loan in England the past year, to Championship side Middlesbrough. Later that same month, the club would sign Karol Swiderski to the team's first designated player contract, as roster building was still underway and the season start coming up. Fans were not feeling confident as February arrived, and the club still had an incomplete roster. To make things worse, the organization announced front office changes as Tom Glick leaves as Tepper Sports CEO. Charlotte FC president Nick Kelly would have to step in and fill that role, and Joe LeBleu would then fill the role of Charlotte FC team president. Just a week after these changes were made, we learned a few high-caliber transfers had fallen through, including potential designated player forward signing Darwin Machis, and the head coach Ramirez, in an infamous press interview, when asked about the state of the roster, responded with, "Right now, we are screwed."
O sea, esperemos un poco a ver cómo acaba el roster. Y cuando acabemos el roster me vuelves a hacer la misma pregunta y te digo, pues mira, ahora la verdad lo veo un poquito más cerca. Ahora estamos jodidos.
The inaugural campaign started with a 3-0 loss at DC United, where Charlotte played better than the scoreline suggested. The team would play their inaugural home match on March 5th, hosting the Galaxy, setting an MLS attendance record with 74,479 fans. But they would lose 1-0 after conceding a fantastic goal from Efrain Alvarez. The next match would be on the road against nearby rivals Atlanta United. Adam Armour scored the team's first ever goal, but would come up short in a 2-1 loss. Charlotte FC would earn their first ever win 4 games into the season against New England Revolution, winning 3-1. By the end of April, the team had picked up their first road points in a draw against Colorado and was sitting with a record of 3 wins, 6 losses, and 1 draw, and won their first opening game of the 2022 U.S. Open Cup against their neighbors Greenville Triumph. At the beginning of May, Charlotte would trade for Andre Shinyashiki from the Colorado Rapids, who would have an immediate impact, scoring the winning goal in his debut game against Miami. He would quickly become a fan favorite in Charlotte. The team would continue their Open Cup run in May, winning 5-1 against Richmond, but it would later come to an end that same month, losing to New York Red Bulls in the round of 16. On May 31st, the team put out a surprise announcement that they had decided to sack the head coach Miguel Angel Ramirez after 14 regular season games, ending with a 5-win, 8-loss, and 1-draw record in which the team only took a single point on the road. Then assistant coach Christian Latanzio would be assigned the interim manager tag. Through the summer, the team would continue to struggle to put up a consistent run, but would pick up their first away win against Houston. They would also play host to Premier League club Chelsea FC in a preseason friendly, where academy player Brian Romero would win a penalty late in the match to tie the game that Charlotte would go on to win 5-3 in penalties. Brian Romero would become the team's first homegrown player signing shortly after. The summer transfer window would be a busy one for Charlotte FC, with reinforcements coming in the form of signing right back Nathan Byrne, center back Adilson Malanda, and attacking midfielder Nuno Santos. The team would also send Alan Franco, who struggled to find minutes under Latanzio, on loan. Center back Christian McCoon would be sent to New England, and the team's first ever signing, Sergio Ruiz, would leave for Granada in his home country, Spain. With just 5 games remaining in the season, the team was not quite out of the playoff picture, but they would need to win all 5 of their remaining games to be guaranteed a playoff spot. They would go on a 3-win run, including a 4-0 thumping of the top of the league, Philadelphia, but they would come up short with a draw and a loss, rounding out their last 2 matches, ending 5 points below the playoff line. Charlotte FC finished their first ever season with a 13-win, 18-loss, 3-draw record, sitting 9th out of 14 teams in the Eastern Conference. Christian Latanzio would lose the interim tag as the team decided to let him continue to manage the team going forward. While Charlotte struggled to get results on the road, Bank of America Stadium had become a fortress for this team, establishing one of the biggest home field advantages in the league. This wraps up my inaugural season recap. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.